Hey guys, Peter here at TT120. I'd like to say a really big thank you, a heartfelt thank you to everybody who's used my Hornby affiliate links in the More tab below and clicked on there's the whole Hornby range, or most of the Hornby TT120 range is down there. You can click on those, that takes you straight to the website, and you can, whenever you buy a product through there, it doesn't affect your rights, it doesn't cost you any more money. You can still use your Hornby Club discounts and whatever points, but a small percentage comes to me, so I can then chuck that back into content and helping entertain and inform. And talking of what I did with that money, that's been already that's on its way to me, is gone towards having a bit of fun, having some customization weathering done at the TMC. Okay, popped up there the other day, cracking bunch of guys. It was really fun. They're very welcoming. Now you may know of them as a big, or you might think they're a big online retailer, and they are a good and have a big presence. But they've also got a small shop there, run by a very friendly crew. Now they've just been given, Hornby have just chosen them as one of many who are now supplying the Hornby TT120 range, but they also do all the Peco, and they do a whole bunch of other really good stuff, like from DCC Concepts. Now I'm going to give you a quick talk about this stuff. First of all, 25 yards of Peco Streamline. You will not find it cheaper anywhere else, I promise you. So up here should be a link to their website. Something else you get really good discounts on at the TMC is the DC Concepts kit. This is the power supply that I use, and which you may or may not have seen in previous videos, which I got from the TMC. Really well discounted. Plus also DCC Concepts MTT gauge rolling road. As you can see, it's brand new and it's make cracking boxes, the DCC Concepts do. This is something that we'll probably do another video for. It's such a shiny piece of kit. Today's video is about this stuff. Although we are going to go and have a chat with Alex, who's him and his father who run TMC. So I think he's a co-owner, and he gave me a bit of his valuable time. Have a little pleasant chat, really, and it couldn't have been in a nicer place. If you're not aware, the TMC is almost right beside the track of the North Yorkshire Moors Railway, in the heart of the North Yorkshire Moors. You might have to dodge a few sheep on your way through, but when you do get there, it's a worthwhile place to go. Must be a fantastic work there. Right. Should we get on with the video? Okay.
TMC, the car park, North Yorkshire Moors. And just over the other side of that wall is the cutting where the North Yorkshire Moors Railway is. Perfect.
Hi, well, we're here today at the TMC with Alex, who's a co-owner with his father. Alex, briefly, would you mind to give us a quick rundown about the TMC?
Yeah. So my dad started the business in 1998 in the Trafford Centre. We went on to have 7 shops across the country, and they were sold on to Model Zone, which we were part of for a number of years, and then we bought the brand name back and set up here in the middle of the North Yorkshire Moors.
Oh wow! So is this a family home or a family seat?
Yeah, we bought the farm to do holiday cottages, never intending to bring TMC here.
Yeah.
But then when things were changing and shops were sort of becoming less and less, we thought, why not do a mail order business, and we had all the space here, so why not do it here?
Excellent. I mean, I know the online business is obviously your mainstay, but it's actually really quite nice to come up here and actually see a shop.
Yes.
Come and look at some products.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we put just as much effort into this shop as we did into the other shops. Just we don't quite have the space we did in the Trafford Centre, perhaps, but we do what we can with the space.
Yeah. Well, you've got very friendly and welcoming staff, and they all seem to really know what they're talking about as well, which is quite refreshing.
Yes.
To be honest. Right, TT120.
Yeah.
I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. I know that not every retailer has it, but you guys do. Let's have a little quick look. You've got your display case down here with the whole range. So how's that seem to be working for you so far?
Yeah, it's going okay. You know, it's one of those things. Any new range, we sort of describe ourselves as a one-stop shop. So we've got everything. So if we're offered a new range, why would we not take it? You know, we can sell anything online. So we do. You know, and it's going okay.
I think something that I found quite attractive about the TMC in particular is your weathering service,
Yes.
which and we're going to do a little bit of footage showing you the different levels of different options that you guys offer, and having a little chat with some of your technicians who seem to be very experienced and highly skilled. So far I've had one piece done. We've got a few more in the pipeline. I'm extraordinarily impressed for the value for money, to be honest with you. For all the way through range, from the value item all the way up to the deluxe option. It would be very hard, I think, to replicate this level of skill and quality unless you put a lot of investment into equipment yourself. So I think this is something I'm hoping the rest of the TT Club gang will appreciate and will actually like.
Yeah. Well, our customisation's been going since day one. You know, in the Trafford Centre, we've offered, you know, small services, and it's evolved really through sort of customer requests, and we've built up our reputation, and I think probably unrivaled. I don't think any other shop does weathering quite like we do, and certainly not on the scale. We've got, you know, multiple people doing customisation for us, and we're busier than we've ever been. So yeah, I think you can see all of our services on our website, but we do DCC fitting, sound fitting, weathering, renumbering, and anything you want really.
Yeah,
I was bespoke requests. So
I'm particularly impressed that you're not just weathering old steam locos. You can do some really clever stuff with your modern image, and also something else I wanted to say. I can't remember what it was now.
It's supposed to be me stumbling.
I know. No, I was really impressed with the modern image, and also I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but the graffiti work.
Yeah.
I'd assumed it was just stickers and transfers.
I think a lot of people do, and they're saying, "Why are you charging £100 for this?" And then you show them, you know, a video of how it's done, or just, you know, explain to them it's all done by hand, and it's something else. And that was something we never even asked him to do really. He just came out of the spray booth one day and said, what do you think to this? And it just took off from there. So we couldn't believe it ourselves. So
excellent.
Yeah, it just demonstrates the skill these people have, and we do occasionally get asked to sort of go that extra mile, and although we don't really advertise that, we can go as far as you want us to go. It's just a question of time and money really. So
I know there are people there's people who do like and don't like things, and of course there's some people who think it's a real shame that some of these locos get vandalised in that way. But there are lots of model makers out there who want that level of realism, particularly with their modern image.
On rolling stock, I'm not saying it's harmless, but it sort of maybe it's quite attractive to look at, isn't it? And it's not something we condone, but it happens, and we're representing history, you know, and present day. So it's one of those things that it happens, so we replicate it. Excellent.
Well, I hope that my audience is going to be impressed with some of the stuff that I showed them. I'm sure they will be. I hope that kind of transfers to some orders for you guys, and that you survive whatever's been thrown at us over the next 10 years.
Who knows what could happen?
All I could say is carry on with what you're doing. I think there's a lot of people who really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So Phil, would you mind explaining to us what a lightweight weathering would be on the Pullman?
Well, yeah, of course. Light weathering basically is just like a light dusting on top of the roof, showing a bit of grime, maybe a couple of little spots where the dirt would be collecting around the vents, a light dusting on the chassis and at the ends, and a couple of little highlights. There won't be much paint applied to the sides of the carriage, because the carriage on the whole we've kept quite clean.
So although it's quite delicate, it should be an effective way of showing that these are a used model.
Of course, but it turns it from a toy to a replica of a carriage. That's how I see it.
Excellent. And now, the other one, the Mark 1. Now, obviously, these seem to be, I guess, in the period after the 50s, maintenance there was a little less money around after the war, and of course, they're not such a high-end train. We'd presume that the maintenance and the cleaning was less so than it would have been on the Pullmans. So would you give us a brief explanation of the heavy weathering then on a Mark 1, please?
Well, yeah, heavy stroke deluxe. We'd work on the vents, we'd highlight all the vents. Heavier, darker dusting, more soot on the roof. We run-offs and streaks. Same with the ends of the carriages. Extra grime and specks of rust around any metal fittings, and the same applies on the chassis. Heavier dusting on the chassis with rust dots and spots and general brake dust, and there'll be heavier dusting along the sides and maybe just a slight dusting across the bottom of the windows.
Would there be anything specific you do with the windows?
Well, it can be masked out, but you've got to be very careful with something this size in particular. If you put a strip of mask across it, you'll end up with a sharp dividing line. It's hard to lose that. So what I would do is just do a gentle dusting below the windows, maybe let a little bit of dust settle on the windows to give that grime effect, dirt effect, as we've been travelling on the track all day. And just give it a little bit more of an aged, shabby look, if possible.
Excellent. Well, Phil, thank you so much for your time. I'm going to let you get on, and then we shall we'll look forward to the results. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Cheers.
As you can see, we've got all of the current Peco range, TT120 range, except those wagons that we're all looking for, and the full range, almost the full range of the TT120 at Hornby. You'll see no platforms and no black tanks. I'm not going to show you any more because you should go up there and check it out yourself. Okay. Now for the results. Well, the Pullman, as we discussed with Phil earlier, we had done in the light. You can see there's fair amount, enough going on the ends and on the roof, and yeah, we'll zoom in a moment, just let you absorb this. But you can see the sides are still nice and clean, and the windows would have been kept absolutely perfectly clear, I guess, seeing as it's Pullman. Okay, so this shows you the kind of detail you're going to get from a standard. So you have the same kind of palette, sort of 3-color, but because this is the light weathering, the sides are all nice and clean, but the ends are still dirty. The roof's still got some dirt on it, and the axles, knuckle, the boxes are all still dirty. But this is what's called their standard. So it's not the value one, standard, but light, so that you have nice clean sides as you would expect on first class or a Pullman. Okay. Now this is the standard, but heavy this time. So same kind of palette as the previous on the Pullman, but there's a lot more of it. And you've got a lot more filth, and the windows are dirtier, and there's a lot more going on in the roof. We'll have a close-up soon so you can see really what's going on down below. Here it comes. As you can see, a lot more dusting going on, a lot more stuff going around the handles, although they haven't been highlighted specifically. Heavy greasing, heavy ends, lots of more rust and rust wash coming down, and a lot more muck on the axle boxes, etc. So again, this is the standard level, so it's the same price as the Pullman, but you have, this is the heavy weathering standard. Okay, I think the roof looks cracking on this. Okay, so now with my favourites, the blood and custards, this is the deluxe. Now the deluxe is the next level up from the standard. You don't have light, medium and heavy. You really have something that you'll discuss with TMC about what you want. So you've got a lot of the things that are happening in the previous coaches, but you've got a bit more. There's a wider palette, stuff that represents limescale oil deposits, more spots, rust spots, and dirt and hip. And it's just if you look, when we get close up, you'll see the detail when it comes to the handles and around the windows. Obviously, you've still got some excellent work going on with the roof and the ends and the axle boxes and all the undercarriage. But yeah, this is just, I think it's just the next level up, you know. And I think side by side, really it does stand out. I think this particular one I'm really pleased with. I'm not so sure that I've been doing this myself for years, and I'm not sure if I could do it. I know I couldn't do it in the time that they do it. It would take me ages to get anywhere near this. So again, very pleased with this. Before we go, I thought we'd have a little, just a look at them side by side. Really shows you the difference in the sides, how dirty and clean, particularly between the Pullman and the Mark and the later Mark 1. Also, hopefully this will show you the difference in the roofs. The Mark 1 roofs are pretty much the same, because they're both dirty. But yeah, I think hopefully my camera does this justice. And just in case you're worrying that maybe spraying the axles will mean it won't move, there you go. Nice little happy accident.
Well, I hope you found that interesting. Now, I'm really pleased with these, particularly I think they're cracking value for money. Now, but it's the money that I'm conscious that it's money that people have got to me by buying their Hornby stuff via my link. So it kind of makes me feel like it's yours, not mine. So I'm thinking that maybe what I should be doing with these is offering them up as a prize. Maybe when we're a bit bigger, I need to get those 1,000 subscriptions. So if you're watching this and you're liking it, subscribe. If you get me up to 1,000, it really helps me with YouTube, and then we'll come up with some kind of, I don't know, if you think it's a good idea, come up with a competition, give these out as prizes. Tell me what you think below, okay? Up until then, I'd like to say a big thank you to Alex and the whole team at the TMC. And would you like to like and subscribe? Ring the little bell if you want to be told about the videos we're doing. Poke Peachy in the face so that you can subscribe. And while you're there, here's a video and here's another video. Jimmy wants me to hang around for a little bit longer. He reckons I've not been letting them stay there for long enough. Is that long enough, Jim? Cheers, bud. Okay, right, that's it. Thank you guys. Take care. See you soon. Oh no, hang on. See you at Gets, hopefully. You'll see me. You can't miss me. I'm a big enough unit. Come and say hello if you want to. All right. Cheers. Take care. Bye-bye.